In today's video, we're going to talk about a topic that many people are curious about but might feel a bit shy to ask. We'll discuss what happens to your body when you masturbate daily. So, let's break it down in simple terms and talk about the effects, both physical and emotional. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos like this. Now, before we dive in, let's get one thing clear. Masturbation is a normal, healthy part of life for many people. It's a personal choice, and for most, it doesn't cause harm if done in moderation. But, what happens if you do it every day? Let's take a closer look. Lesson 1. Physical effects of daily masturbation. First, let's talk about what happens to your body physically when you masturbate every day. Masturbation causes your body to release several chemicals, including dopamine and oxytocin, often called the feel-good hormones. This can make you feel relaxed and happy after you do it. However, if you're doing it too often, there could be some changes you need to consider. Host shows graphics of hormones. When you masturbate, your brain releases dopamine, which is related to pleasure and reward. But, if you do it every day, your brain might get used to this boost and start to rely on it to feel good. This is why some people start to feel like they need to masturbate more often to get the same level of pleasure. That's when it can become a bit of a habit, and you may start feeling like you can't go without it. Lesson 2. Effects on your energy levels. Another thing to think about is your energy. Masturbation takes a bit of energy from your body. When you ejaculate, your body releases energy, and you might feel tired afterward. If you're doing it every day, you might notice you're more fatigued than usual, especially if you're not getting enough rest or eating well. It could also affect your mood, making you feel less motivated or sluggish. Some people report feeling drained after regular masturbation. This is because the body needs time to recover and replenish its energy levels, especially after orgasm. Lesson 3. Impact on your mental health. Let's talk about your mental health for a moment. Daily masturbation can affect you in different ways. While it's normal to feel good and relaxed after masturbating, if you do it every single day, it might start affecting your emotional state. Some people may feel anxious or guilty afterward, especially if they think it's something they shouldn't be doing. This can create negative feelings about yourself, which isn't healthy. On the other hand, if you're doing it as a way to escape stress or emotional problems, it could turn into a coping mechanism that prevents you from dealing with the real issues. Lesson 4. Effects on sexual health and performance. Now, let's talk about sexual health. There's no evidence that masturbating every day directly affects your ability to have healthy sexual relationships, but it could influence your performance. If you masturbate too often, you might experience temporary desensitization. This means that during sexual activity with a partner, you might not feel as much sensation as you usually would. It can also lead to a lower sex drive with a partner, because your body gets used to self-pleasure and might not respond the same way during intimate encounters. Lesson 5. Does masturbating every day cause harm? Now, you might be wondering, does masturbating every day cause harm to your health? The answer is, it depends. For most people, masturbation is completely harmless if it doesn't interfere with daily life, relationships, or responsibilities. It becomes a problem when it starts to take up too much time, leads to negative feelings, or prevents you from engaging in other important activities. If you're using it to avoid important tasks or socializing, that's when it could become an issue. Lesson 6. What are the benefits of masturbating? Now, let's not forget about the benefits. Masturbation is natural and comes with several health benefits. It can help relieve stress, improve sleep, and even enhance your mood by releasing those feel-good hormones. It also gives you a chance to explore your body and understand your sexual preferences. Lesson 7. How to maintain a healthy balance. So, what can you do if you find yourself masturbating every day and you want to maintain a healthy balance? Here are some tips. Mindfulness. Be aware of why you're doing it. Are you doing it because of stress, boredom, or loneliness? Identifying the reasons can help you find better ways to manage those feelings. Moderation. If daily masturbation is affecting your energy or mental health, try to cut back. You don't have to stop, but maybe try every other day instead of every day. Stay active. Make sure you're also staying active and healthy in other areas of your life, like exercise, work, or social activities. Lesson 8. Mindfulness is the first step in breaking the cycle of daily habits, and this is where self-awareness becomes incredibly important. It's about asking yourself the right questions before giving in to an urge. Why are you reaching for this habit? Is it about stress relief? Loneliness? Boredom? Or maybe it's just a habit you've formed. When you recognize why you're doing something, you give yourself the power to make a conscious decision. For instance, let's say you're feeling overwhelmed after a tough meeting or a stressful workday. Before you go down the path of masturbation, take a 5-minute pause to check in with yourself. Sit down, close your eyes, and ask, why am I feeling this way? Is this my way of coping with stress or simply seeking comfort? If it's stress, consider whether there's a healthier way to manage it in the moment. Meditation, breathing exercises, or even a simple stretching routine can all help release that built-up tension. Another technique is journaling. Journaling helps you process emotions. For example, you could write, "I feel anxious because of work," and then jot down ideas of how to tackle the anxiety without resorting to masturbation. Writing can shift your focus and allow you to understand your feelings better. By being mindful and understanding your emotional triggers, you allow yourself to choose healthier alternatives instead of relying on instant gratification. Lesson 9. Moderation, how to pace yourself. Let's talk about moderation. One of the most common reasons people masturbate every day is habit. Your body gets used to certain patterns, and it starts to demand it. But habits can be changed if you start to be intentional about when and why you engage in this act. Host shows a visual of a person setting reminders on their phone. To start, you don't need to make drastic changes overnight. The key is to gradually reduce the frequency. A good starting point could be limiting yourself to 3 or 4 days a week instead of every day. Set a reminder on your phone for rest days, or mark your calendar with days where you'll focus on something else, like going out or focusing on a new project. Here's an example. Let's say it's a Monday afternoon, and you usually masturbate after work as a way to unwind. On this particular day, you decide that you'll take a walk instead. You step outside, get some fresh air, and before you know it, you're feeling much more relaxed, and that urge passes. By making a small but deliberate change, you train your mind and body that there are other ways to release stress or tension. One way to make moderation easier is to reward yourself for taking control. For example, after successfully reducing your daily habit, treat yourself to something else you enjoy, a favorite snack, a movie night, or a new book. This way, you're replacing one form of instant gratification with something equally rewarding. So, in conclusion, masturbation in moderation is generally a healthy part of life for many people. It becomes a problem when it starts to interfere with other aspects of your life, like your energy, mental health, or relationships. If you're feeling unsure about your habits, it might help to talk to a professional to get a clearer perspective. I hope this video helped clear up some questions you may have had. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others. Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.